It is the 9th anniversary special of the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast. Independent star Scotty Sosa is feeling confident. I don't know, Scotty. Do you feel like you could really take her?
Do I feel like I was a cow moo? I can take her in my sleep. And matter of fact, I am so generous that when I beat her, we're going to sit down and I'm going to give her fashion advice. And I'm going to fix her hair. And she's going to be even more fabulous, even though after I've beaten her. Isn't that so kind of me?
But former WWE NXT UK superstar Aaliyah James wants Scotty to back it up.
I feel like when you're running your mouth like this, I don't even know if you have the credentials to back it up. I'm yet to see that. So it would be really, really exciting for me to see you put your money where your mouth is.
Before we get to that war of words between Scotty Sosa and Aaliyah James, we kick off the episode with a man that needs no introduction.
Oh, hey, folks. I'm WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan from the golden age of wrestling.
That's right, brothers and sisters. The 9th anniversary of the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast, brought to you by the River City Wrestling Con, World Golf Village, June 7th and 8th. Visit rivercitywrestlingcon.com for tickets and more information. And now, let's get on with the show.
You're locked in.
Look at what we have here, folks.
To the only show that matters.
The cream of the crop.
Duke Loves Rasslin.
And there is no one that does it better than
your hosts.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
The Duke.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Brothers and sisters, you know that it is the 9th anniversary of the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast, and what better way to celebrate than with one of the greatest of all time, the Hall of Famer himself, Mr. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Welcome to the show, Hacksaw. How you doing?
Thanks very much, Duke. But you know, the first thing Hacksaw's got to do is give a big ho. Kind of fires me up nowadays, you know, gets the blood flowing, gets old Hacksaw ready to roll.
I love it, man. I love it. Listen, speaking about ready to roll, you're going to be at the River City Wrestling Con this year, both days. So for the whole weekend on June 7th and 8th, what can folks expect when they see you there?
Oh, that's a great opportunity for us to tell the fans thank you. You know, so many fans, Duke, come up to me and they say, hey, Hacksaw, thank you so much. Thank you for all the years of wrestling. I said, no, thank you, brother. I mean, you know, everybody sees the dark side of the ring and all the horror stories of wrestling. It's been a great life for me. I'm the bright side of the ring. Me and my wife, we've been together for 41 years. I never had to go to rehab for booze or drugs. I put 2 daughters through college. I do a bunch of charity work at 71 years old. I travel the world signing autographs. It's been a great business for me. So I tell the fans, no, thank you. It's humbling to have folks come up and get an autograph and picture. It really is, Duke.
You know, you started off in, 79 when you broke into the business?
Sure.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the evolution of wrestling go from, you know, I was wrestling in high school gyms and National Guard armories, and all of a sudden I'm in the Pontiac Silverdome or Wembley Stadium with 90,000 people. I saw the whole evolution of wrestling. It's been crazy, you know. And Duke, the appeal of wrestling around the world is, you know, I do a lot of charity with the NFL guys, and I'm always like, Europeans, where in the world do you boys go? And they're like, well, we go to London. I'm like, that's like going to the West Coast, go to London. Are you kidding? It says nobody knows Tom Brady down in Christchurch, New Zealand, but they'll go, ho!
They sure will. They sure will. Does it surprise you that all these years later, you have these folks who bring their families, and everyone from grandma and grandpa all the way down to the babies, they know who you are?
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, Duke, it's humbling. You know, I just did an autograph session up here in Charlotte at the Charlotte's Nice baseball game. And this big, rough, tough-looking guy was in line, and he was working his way through the line, and he's eyeballing me pretty hard. And I'm kind of checking on my security, you know. And he finally gets up to me, grabs my hand, he's shaking my hand hard. He goes, Hacksaw Duggan, me and my dad, we used to watch it together, and he broke down, I broke down. Folks bring pictures of their mother or their grandmother, because back then, Duke, it was part of family life. Don't walk in front of grandma when wrestling's on. I mean, it was the golden age of wrestling, and people's lives revolved around wrestling, and it's unbelievable. Folks remember guys like myself from the '80s and early '90s. You try to think of a football player from back then, but people know Hogan, Macho, Jake the Snake, DiBiase. Around the world, it was just a moment in time.
It sure was, and myself included. I was always glued to the TV, especially Saturday mornings, to watch the different WWF programming, and we had to see Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Of course we did. You know what I mean? You were a staple.
Well, I had a good run. I joke, though. People, I would get off the plane. People like, it's Hacksaw Duggan. Hogan's behind me. Like, get out of the way, Hacksaw. You got to know where you are on the totem pole. That's one. A lot of people try to compare us to sports teams, especially our generation. I said, no, our generation, we're more like a rock and roll band. Hogan's the lead singer. I've been playing the drums for 40 years. It's been a good spot.
It sure has. It sure has. That's funny to say that there. For the kids who are just coming up right now in wrestling, you're a guy who started off, you were rough and tumble. You had a couple of different gimmicks and what have you, Mid-South, working for Watts, all that good stuff. Then you go over to WWF and you are this patriotic guy. You're waving the red, white, and blue. You're standing up for American values, but it's not like you're a military guy. It's not like you're Hulk Hogan per se. You're literally my neighbor down the street who can fix anything with his bare hands. He's a hardworking man, loves his family, loves his country. So I can relate to that. What do you have to say for the kids breaking in today about finding a gimmick that works for them and really embodying that thing?
Well, the best gimmicks are the ones that are just an extension of your own personality. I joke. I said I wasn't going to be handsome Jimmy Duggan. And Hacksaw is just who I am. It's people, that's a hell of a character. I'm like, what do you mean the character? That's my daughter's. Hacksaw is who I am. And though you're right, I've never been in the military. I do a lot with the military. I'm proud to do a whole bunch with the military, but you don't have to be in the military to love your country. And after traveling and wrestling, I've wrestled every state in the union, every province in Canada, in 30 different countries. I can really appreciate what this country gives to us, and I'm proud. And to this day, I don't watch the NFL. They started Neil and they lost me. I mean, when I'm up there waving the flag, it's not Lex Luger, but they gave him. It's Hacksaw Jim Duggan waving from the heart.
I hear that. Once again, folks, Hacksaw Jim Duggan is going to be at the River City Wrestling Con all weekend. So please bring the entire family, meet the Hall of Famer. He'll love to see you. Definitely one of the greats, one of the folks that'll put a big smile on your face, share some laughs and what have you there. Listen, Hacksaw, before you go, I definitely want to give a shout out to your lovely wife, Deborah, who really is on top of things, man. She kind of keeps you on the ball, right?
We've been together 41 years, and yes, she saved my life many times. I have a bunch of health issues now, and she's the one that got me go to the doctor when I had no symptoms with my prostate cancer. Just my PSA level was high, and we were off to the races. So, guys, get your physical, get your PSA, because it's a very prominent cancer, but they can save your life if they catch it early. So she loads me up with my medicine. She handles all the travel. She handles all the bookings. I used to have an agent. I'm like, I got Deborah. Better than an agent.
Much better than an agent. And listen, don't step out of line with her. She's a tough customer, man.
She does a good job. Yeah. She takes care of all the boys, man. Even Hogan calls her one of the boys. She's been through the thick and thin back when, back in the old days, it was a different business. It was before sports entertainment. You think it's fake, you sign the waiver, you come up in the ring with us, and we'll show you if it's fake or not, tough guy. So you had to fight every local tough guy after 2 beers in, Laranjo, Louisiana. I'll try you. Like, here's Dr. Death, NCAA champion. Try Doc first.
Ooh, Whew, good luck. That's going to be a rough night.
Different business back then. That's the old joke, Duke. You're always a phony wrestler until you go to court. When you go to court, you become a trained killer.
I love it. I love it. Once again, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, he is still the man, folks. You got to check him out. River City Wrestling Con, World Golf Village. He's going to be there the whole weekend. Visit rivercitywrestlingcon.com. Get your tickets. They are almost sold out, folks. So you definitely want to get them. Don't count on the door. Get them ahead of time there so you can see Hacksaw and all the rest of the legends. Listen, Hacksaw, literally on behalf of all the fans, I appreciate you. Seriously, you are a major part of my childhood, and you've always remained a stand-up guy, a classy guy. It is such a joy to be able to talk to you today, knowing that when I was a little kid, I was born in 82. As a young kid, I watched pretty much your entire career there. So once again, thank you for everything, Hacksaw.
Well, thank you, Duke. I appreciate it. And before we go, buddy, we're going to do a ho. And if you're going to ho, young guy, ho like you mean it. So here we go, Duke. You ready?
I'm ready.
Ho! That was a good ho.
Awesome stuff there from the WWE Hall of Famer, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. What a great guy. Still going strong there. Such a fun interview. I mean, that's just, wow. You know, I grew up watching Hacksaw as a youngster, so to be able to have that conversation with him was just so cool. So cool. Listen, we have a special message from our main man, Danny G, so let's listen to that right now.
Hey, Duke Loves Rasslin podcast. It's the man, Danny G here, wishing the Duke and the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast a happy 9-year anniversary on the show. Best wrestling podcast out there. Best way to find out the truth about things. Best way to be able to formulate a great opinion on things, because it's based on facts, and it's based on truth, and it's based on reality. So keep fighting the good fight, Duke. It's been a pleasure to be along for this ride. Hope to be along for many more. And yeah, love you, man. Talk to you soon.
Thank you very much, Danny G. Great friend of the show, great friend of mine, great friend of ours. Huh? How about that? Danny's just such an awesome dude, great family man, huge wrestling fan. I talk to Danny every day. This guy is easy to share a laugh with, easy to discuss not only pro wrestling, but sports, life. Just a really high-quality human being. Much like most of you out there listening right now. I know there are a couple of humanoids out there who... I had to throw that in the 9th year anniversary. I had to throw in the humanoids. But, seriously, though, good people throughout the years like Danny G who have helped make this show and make this brand what it is today. And I can't thank you enough. So really great words there from Danny, and I can't wait to have you back on the show soon, brother. That's right. Okay, we're about to transition into one of the craziest segments in the history of Duke Loves Rasslin. Scotty Sosa, who is someone who's been on the show many times. You know who she is, folks. We've been following her career, supporting her. She is a star on the independent wrestling scene. Scotty is on a collision course with former NXT UK superstar Aaliyah James, and they're going to be doing battle at the River City Wrestling Con. Check out rivercitywrestlingcon.com for ticket information and what have you there, folks. But I'm telling you right now, this war of words that these two ladies have that you're about to hear is going to knock your socks off. It's incredible. In fact, let's hit it right now. And we're keeping this train rolling, the 9th anniversary of the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast. I am so grateful for all the wonderful guests that we've had on the show through the years. So grateful for all you wonderful fans who tune in every week to hear these wonderful conversations. And for that reason, speaking of the River City Wrestling Con and speaking of wonderful guests, I got to bring back one of your all-time favorites, a lady who continues to amaze me with her growth, although she's kind of picked up a little bit of a mean streak lately. So we got to get to the bottom of this. Without further ado, welcome back to the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast, Scotty Sosa. What's going on there, Scotty?
Oh, hello, Duke. An all-time favorite. I would say favorite of all time. But thank you so much for that glorious welcome. It feels amazing to be back, and I'm sure it's even more amazing to have me back.
You know, I feel like you've been smelling your own perfume a little bit too much. What's up with this new attitude that you got over here, Patti LaBelle?
Well, the Chanel number 5, who wouldn't want to smell it? Um, Nothing's going on with me. I'm just stepping into a new era, and it's it's amazing for me, yes, and everyone else witnessing.
You used to have all the bright colors and the big smile, bopping around and what have you. And I noticed lately you've been dressing in darker colors, and you got a little bit of a mean streak going on. Is this a new season for you, or is this who you are going forward?
Well, honey, the colors are dark so the pearls and diamonds can pop.
Oh,
But
okay.
there's nothing wrong with me. I'm still very cheery. I'm still very grateful and an overall amazing human being. I don't understand what's this animosity coming towards me for.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I don't want any problems. You can beat me up, and I just don't need these problems today. So I'm gonna stick to the plan here. You're gonna be back at the River City Wrestling Con. You're a huge request. The kids love you, the families love you, and what have you. And you're stepping back in the ring. This time you're going up against one of the top stars in the world in Aaliyah James. So let's talk about this. I mean, are you ready for such a tough competitor like Aaliyah James?
I was born ready to run in the big leagues. I mean, I've been watching Aaliyah James, little international superstar, and I think that's the big fish that I need to overthrow for everyone to start taking me as seriously as I take myself.
Okay, so do you really think you can beat Aaliyah James? Though I mean, she was a huge star, WWE NXT. She's someone that folks are absolutely excited about when she steps in the ring. I don't know, Scotty. Do you feel like you could really take her?
Do I feel like this is a cow moo? Yes, I can take Aaliyah James. I can take her in my sleep. And matter of fact, I am so generous that when I beat her, we're going to sit down and I'm going to give her fashion advice and I'm going to fix her hair. And she's going to be even more fabulous, even though after I've beaten her. Isn't that so kind of me?
Well, that that is definitely very kind of you. In fact, speaking of kindness, I got a special surprise for you, Scotty, because again, you're one of our favorite guests, and I figure, it's the 9th anniversary of the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast. Let me bless you with something for a change, since you're always blessing me. So, without further ado, yeah, you ready? This is a big one now. You ready for this?
Well, well, yes, let's get to it.
Okay, so without further ado, say hello to the woman you're going to be taking on at the River City Wrestling Con, Aaliyah James. How are you, Aaliyah?
Hi. I am good, actually. Thank you. How about Scotty? How are you?
Oh, girl, I'm fabulous. How long have you been here for?
Oh, yeah, the whole time, actually. Thank you.
Since she has nothing better to do than listen to me, of course.
Yeah, and you know what's actually so funny is that I didn't even think that was your opinion, but now that I know, that's really important for me. So thank you.
Hmm. This feels like a bit of an ambush. Mr. Duke, come to the front. What is this? What is she doing here in my interview? This is preposterous.
Well, I figured since you felt so strongly about giving fashion tips and all these things here, I figured, it would be important for Aaliyah to come and hear firsthand what you had to say, especially with this huge match that you two have coming up. So you're welcome, Scotty. You're welcome for this blessing here.
Oh, don't seem like this was a gift. I am meant to give back to the Duke Love Wrestling fans with my sultry, buttery voice, and here she is. Of course,
I'm excited to give you what you deserve and show you a couple things, because I feel like when you're running your mouth like this, like I don't even know if you have the credentials to back it up. I'm yet to see that. So it'll be really, really exciting for me to see you put your money where your mouth is.
oh, credentials, smedentials. Diva, Haven't we been through this? Okay, I am giving you all my confidence to feed off of it. So I'm glad that you feel so confident coming into River City. I'm so glad that I've given you that feeling that you can be in the same ring with me and still hold up. But my girl, I've already said that when I beat you, I'm willing to give you some advice and a makeover. Let's just be happy about that. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm really going to remember all of this when I'm standing across from you in that ring. Like, I'm so vividly going to remember each of these words, and I'm going to make you eat them.
Oh, only if it's no calories, Diva.
Let me get in the middle of this here because this is going off the rails here. No calories, my goodness. Aaliyah James, you're somebody, again, you come with a lot of fanfare. Folks around the world know your stuff. You are somebody that is highly requested. How does it feel to be able to perform at such a big event like the River City Wrestling Con, where you're going to have so many legends there to get to watch you and Scotty do battle in the ring?
Well, actually, now that you mention it, it's going to be so amazing for them to all see me beat her and for them to know that she runs her mouth and behaves the way that she does. And then as soon as we're in the ring, she just is going to get battered. And I didn't even need to, I didn't even want it to be that way. Like, I wanted it to be a respectful, friendly battle. Like, we're in it for the same thing. But now that I know that she clearly sees herself as above me, it's going to be way better when all the legends are just watching me win. Like, it's going to bring that side of me out that I only tend to bring out when it needs to be. And this is going to be one of those occasions.
Well, my dear, of course I'm above you. I'm 5'10".
Huh?
Hello? Yes.
When did that happen?
You don't know my story. You don't know my growth spurts, okay?
Sure, okay.
Wait, hold on a second. 5'10". Scotty, what kind of shoes are you wearing where suddenly you're 5'10"? What's going on?
I think she means 4'10".
Oh, here she goes. Here she goes. You guys don't even use our measurements.
I've seen you.
No.
I've literally seen you with my own two eyes.
This is unbelievable.
And when I did see you weren't behaving like this. So this is definitely a new era. This is definitely some kind of you've drank something and it's infiltrated your system, because now you're like kind of rude. And I don't really know where that came from. The Scotty that I met was like friendly, bubbly, kind, like, and now you're kind of self-absorbed, and it's interesting for me to see this side of you.
Rude is crazy. I've offered you many, many things since this call.
Not helpful things.
Oh.
Wow. Folks, I'm telling you, you got to go to the River City Wrestling Con. You need to check these ladies out. They are going to do battle. It's clear we got an international incident right here. I'm going to have to reach out to my good friend, the King, okay, and let him know that Aaliyah James is taking on Scotty here, because there's some serious business going on. In fact, you know what, ladies? Let's put a wager on this, because I'm somebody that loves to mix it up a little bit. I want to stir the pot a little bit here. So, Aaliyah, in the event that somehow, some way, Scotty is able to win this match, let's say you slip on a banana peel or something like that. What can you offer as a gift for the victor, so to speak?
Well, considering it's never going to happen, I guess it can be anything. If in some weird, mysterious world somehow she beats me, that's kind of funny. But if that did happen, then I would cook her a lavish meal. Anything she wants, anything she likes, any price, because it's never going to happen. So, yeah, pretty much.
Would you cook her? Because you're saying lavish now, so we're not talking about bangers and mash here. We're talking the real deal. What about something fancy like spaghetti bolognese? Would you cook her something like that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd get all the cheese out, every fancy.
What is that?
What is that? What's spaghetti bolognese?
Is it some kind of different spaghetti than the regular spaghetti? What's the bolognese for?
Wow. Look, not only am I going to beat you, I'm going to show you a few things about life, because you're clearly, I don't know what you're doing, looking in every single mirror, kind of talking to yourself, hearing yourself speak. You're not even traveled. You don't even know spaghetti bolognese, and that's crazy to me.
Wow. I don't know, Scotty. I thought you were more posh than that, Scotty. How do you not know about top-notch food like spaghetti bolognese? What's going on, Scotty?
Maybe it's because I eat real food, and I wouldn't even eat that. She would probably try to poison me.
That part.
Okay. So let's go to the other side then. Scotty, let's say that you slip on a banana peel and somehow
Likely.
the international superstar, the lady with the golden accent, Aaliyah James, is able to defeat you.
I will.
What are you going to provide for the victor?
Make it good.
I'm tired of playing this fairy tale game. Girl, she's not going to beat me. But if she falls asleep and dreams a little dream where she does beat me, then perhaps in that very make-believe dream, I would get her a gold chain with her name on it.
Oh, thank you. I look forward to that.
Wow, look at that.
But she does need to learn how to accessorize.
Wow. Can I pick the gold chain and make sure it's extra pricey? Because I've got one in mind. So when I get that dub, I'm going to be taking my measurements for my neck size, so you can get it for me.
You will not be picking anything. I will pick for you.
I'll be picking you up off the floor when I'm done. So, yeah.
Well, she's already starting. We haven't even started. What a nasty attitude.
Coming from you. I can smell your attitude through this phone. I can't believe it reeks so much of just disrespect.
Duke, how do we block her?
Okay, ladies, save it for the ring. I'm telling you, folks, River City Wrestling Con, you got to be there. This is going to be the match of the weekend. I'm calling it right now. These two mean serious business here. These are two ladies at the top of their game. And
one of us are at the top of our game.
How do you block it? How do you do it?
You can't block it, Scotty. Only I can do that. My goodness. What's going on here?
Do it. Get to it.
Okay. Well, how about this, Scotty? What's the best way that everybody listening can keep up with you as you are on your road to this huge match against Aaliyah James?
To this huge loss.
Oh, here she goes again. She's on a time limit. Let her know. Well, you can find me so many places, as I am everywhere. But as of right now, Instagram at Scotty Sosa _ and Twitter at Scotty Sosa.
Wow. Okay. Are you bringing that, what is that fur coat that you like to wear these days?
She comes with me everywhere, darling.
Well, I'm calling Peter.
Oh, here she goes.
I knew it was coming.
You're getting cancelled AF for that.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Fur coat, then take that off the list. That attitude.
Aaliyah, what's the best way that folks can keep up with you as you are on the road to River City Wrestling Con against Scotty?
Well, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at the Aaliyah James. The Aaliyah is spelled ALEAH. You can find me there. Just follow me beforehand so that you can see my celebration when I win.
Did she just say H as in H? What was that?
H for hate. And I have for you.
The Aaliyah James, as if there's another person that's impersonating you.
They do that.
Oh, here she goes.
Nobody's impersonating you.
Wrap this up. Hello.
I told you that was going to be crazy there. Scotty Sosa, Aaliyah James, they are going to do battle at the River City Wrestling Con. Once again, head over to rivercitywrestlingcon.com for more information. Get your tickets ahead of time. Don't depend on the door. It's already over 80% sold out, folks. Get your tickets ahead of time, especially so you can see that match. All right. I know the overall convention is June 7th and 8th. So get all the information, including which specific date you're going to get this match between Scotty and Aaliyah James. Wow. Incredible stuff there. Speaking of incredible stuff, someone who has been with us since the very beginning, and we have watched her career blossom, You know, she was the Texas Women's Champion when we first spoke to her 9 years ago, and now she is legitimately one of the top stars in all of pro wrestling. The woman who is known as Sylvia Sanchez over in WOW Women of Wrestling, the one, the only, Micah Madrid. Check this out.
Hey everybody, Micah here. We're at South Texas Comic Con. I want to take a few minutes out of my time just to congratulate Duke Loves Rasslin at his happy anniversary, 9 years on your podcast. All I want to say is, even though I'm your arch nemesis, Duke, you know you still love me. So congratulations, and always thank you for supporting me.
Thank you very much, Micah, a.k.a. Sylvia Sanchez. Someone that, you know, she's my arch nemesis, but she's also someone that I love and adore. That's my sister right there. We're not friends, we're family. She has been with Duke Loves Rasslin since the beginning, 9 years straight, and she's grown so much. The fact that she is a television superstar just lets you know everything you need to know about Micah. She's fantastic and a great mom, a great wife, a great wrestler. Most importantly, great human being. You know, I won't get too deep into some of the other things that she does outside of wrestling, but I'll just say this. Micah Madrid helps more people in one day than most of us will help in a lifetime. So she's truly doing God's work out there, and I am so proud to be able to call her a friend and an arch nemesis. How about that? Folks, again, I appreciate you. 9th anniversary of our show here. We're going to keep celebrating all year long as we march on to year 10. So you can expect to hear more Hall of Famers, more up-and-coming independent wrestling stars, more people from outside of wrestling, and more importantly, more of my nonsense, because I'm just getting started, baby. I'm just getting started. That's right. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much. And, you know, we're going to hear from our friends from Strictly for the Culture, a brand that I am so elated to be connected to, and I love to continue to highlight them here on the show every chance that we get. So let's jump into our Strictly for the Culture, pause for the cause, so to speak. And then, as always, we'll take it out with our main man, Tony Schiavone. But until next time, folks, be kind to yourselves and be kind to others. That's right.
Strictly for the culture every day. Step in style in your unique way. Patterns and colors so defined. All about the perfect line. Be yourself, let your spirit fly. In this fashion, you'll touch the sky. Strictly for the culture, brand so fine. Dress to impress and show your shine. Strictly for the culture every day. Step in style in your unique way.
Visit www.strictlyfortheculture.ca.
Mr. Tony Schiavone, and we're desperately out of time on Duke Loves Rasslin.
Oh, hey, folks. I'm WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan from the Golden Age of Wrestling, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the River City Wrestling Con. Tough guy. Ho!